guys, welcome to Storytime. It's a brand new month, October. And October is so fun. It's known for Harvest Moon, pumpkins, scarecrows. We dress up a lot and lots of good candy. And that brings me in a minute to the title of our book. But let's sing our welcome song. We welcome you here. We welcome you here. We welcome everybody. We welcome you here. Are your hands by your side? Sometimes my hands are by my side. Then behind my back they hide. Sometimes I wiggle fingers so. Shake them fast. Shake them slow. Sometimes my hands go clap, clap, clap. Now I rest them in my lap. Now they're quiet, quiet as can be, because it's story time, you see. Well, back to our book. It's called George's Amazing Adventures, Marshmallows for Martians by Adam and Charlotte Gullin. A boy called George had a marvelous idea. One night as he gazed at the stars, I'll go and find out what sweets Martians like. So he planned his first mission to Mars. So George built a rocket and packed up his bag with a star map and plenty of treats. The bag full to bursting, he threw out his lunch so he'd have enough room for the treats. He packed lollipops, toffees, and chocolate drops. He took chews with a sharp lemon zest. There were gobstoppers, jelly beans, humbugs, and mints, and marshmallows, his absolute best. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! As George blasted off and zoomed up into space, he looked at his map of the stars. He checked out the window and steered to the left and set his course straight for Mars. He went past satellites, comets, and drifting space junk. George steered without even a bump. Then he finally saw the red planet and landed on Mars with a thump. George opened the door. In a cloud of red dust, he jumped out and looked all around. At first, he saw no signs of alien life, but he could hear a very loud sound. George followed that noise to the top of a rock and peered down on an alien parade. Their outfits were shocking, but far worse than that were the yodeling yowls that they made. "Excuse me," said George as he jumped from the rock. "Are you a Martian?" "We're yodelers from Yodel," their leader replied, "and we've not had a snack for a while." So George gave the yodelers some treats that he'd brought. They gave all the lollipops a lick. Then they gobbled the jelly beans up in a flash until they began to feel sick. "What have you done to our tummies?" they asked. "I'm terribly sorry," George said, "but maybe you won't be so greedy next time." Then he picked up his sweets and he fled. George hid in a crater, but soon heard a bang, like the clashing of very loud drums. He peeped out and spotted an alien band with cymbals attached to their bums. "Are you Martians?" called George. "No, we're bang bots from Wanabatu. We're coming to this planet to bang on our drums, but we may take a break and eat you." "You don't want to eat me," said George with a gulp. These sweets are much better, you'll see. The Bangbots crammed gobstoppers into their mouths and chewed on the toffee with glee. But the Bangbots soon found that their teeth were stuck tight, and they howled and they roared in dismay. Then they started to bang on their cymbals in rage as George turned and scrambled away. His sweets almost gone, George slumped to the ground. I give up, the Martians have gone. There are too many visitors making a noise. But just then George heard a sweet song. And suddenly little green aliens popped up with short, stumpy legs and 3 eyes. They stomped towards George looking grumpy and glum, and they moaned and they wailed with great sighs. "Are you Martians?" said George. "Yes, we are," they replied, "and we're fed up with alien musicians. They come to our planet and make such a noise, and they never ask for permission." "Can you help us?" the Martians begged George in despair as a rock band from Saturn drew near. But just as the sound of guitars filled the air, George had a brilliant idea. He picked up the bag with the last of his sweets and called to the Martians, "Come here!" Then he took the marshmallows and carefully pushed 1 sweet into each Martian's ear. "Hooray!" said the Martians. "We can't hear a thing. You've made it so peaceful. Yippee!" Then George jumped in his rocket and waved to them goodbye as he zoomed back to Earth for his tea. Good listening, guys. But a hint, I don't think your mom would want you to put marshmallows in your ears. Let's do a rhyme together. We have 5 little gummy bears. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 little gummy bears. I bought them at the store. I ate one, and now we have just 4. 4 little gummy bears, as sweet as can be. I ate one, and now we have 3. 3 little gummy bears, red, pink, and blue. I ate one, and now there are just 2. 2 little gummy bears melting in the sun. I ate one, and now we have just 1. 1 little gummy bear looking so yummy. I ate him, and now they're all in my tummy. Good job. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather out today? Is it windy? Is it rainy? Is it sunny out today? Well, looking out the window at the library, it is a beautiful sunny day, and I hope you're able to go outside and enjoy it. Now it's time to say goodbye, say goodbye, say goodbye. Now it's time to say goodbye until next time. Don't forget to check out Morgan on Thursdays and like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Goodbye.